Tim Connelly and the Timberwolves have quietly put together a banger of an offseason.
Banger after banger after banger.
Subtle moves have put the Wolves in a position to once again compete in the Western Conference. The first positive move they made was give coach Chris Finch a 4-year contract extension. Finch was the all-star coach of the Western Conference last season and led the Wolves to their second best record in franchise history and has the best win percentage by a coach in Wolves history in the playoffs and regular season. He was at the helm as the Wolves swept the Suns and dethroned the Nuggets in the playoffs. Tim Connelly said under his guidance, the team has improved each year and he is the perfect leader for our organization. That he is. With their leader in place, the Wolves used a draft pick from 2031 to move up in the draft and take Rob Dillingham with the 8th pick. Rob Dillingham has the potential to be the scorer off the bench that the Wolves have lacked ever since Jamal Crawford. Dillingham was the 6th man at Kentucky, scoring 15 points per game and shooting 44% from behind the arc. He has the potential to be the starting point guard of the future and form a lethal backcourt with Anthony Edwards. Plus, he has a great mentor in Mike Conley. They supplemented the Dillingham selection by taking Terrence Shannon Jr. with their 27th pick. Terrence is an all-out scorer who led Illinois to the Elite Eight last season. With the way the Wolves are constructed, they needed win-now players, and both Shannon and Dillingham have the potential to make an instant impact next season. The pick addressed the Wolves' need for a scoring point guard, but their problems at small forward still remained. There's not much depth behind Jaden McDaniels at the position, and the problem was compounded with the Wolves sending KyleAnderson to the Warriors in a sign and trade for a second-round pick. So to replace Slow-Mo, they went in a different direction. Whereas Slow-Mo was largely a liability from behind the arc, they brought in shooter 36-year-old JoeIngles. Ingles is a career 41% shooter from behind the arc and is being reunited with Rudy Gobert and Mike Conley, who he played alongside with in Utah. Ingles is not only a great shooter, but he is a solid passer who should help improve the Wolves' ball movement when he is on the floor. I think my favorite part of it is JoeIngles is going ring chasing in Minnesota. That is not a very common occurrence. The Wolves shored up their roster by giving Luka Garza a 2-year contract. Garza has been playing the back-and-forth game between the NBA and the G League and now has a guaranteed contract on an NBA team, a well-deserved contract for the former Iowa star. There are still rumors that Karl-Anthony Towns could be on the move, but I think this is less and less likely as each day goes by. I think the Wolves have a nice mix of young and old around Anthony Edwards that will hopefully allow them to make another run in a stacked Western Conference. I am excited to see what the future brings for my favorite team. In Tim Connelly, we trust. Anyway, guys, that's the video. If you liked, make sure to like, share, and subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss a video. And as always, go Wolves.